Hello everyone and welcome. And welcome back to Creative Decor Quest. We are so delighted to have you here with us today. And if you're visiting our channel for the very first time, please make sure you hit that subscribe button right now and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of our latest videos. And if you are already a cherished member of our Creative Decor Quest family, welcome back. We truly appreciate your continued support, and we work very hard every single day to bring you the most beautiful, the most inspiring, and the most practically useful home decor content available anywhere on YouTube. If you enjoyed today's video, please do not forget to give it a big thumbs up because it really does make an enormous difference to our channel, and it helps us to keep bringing you this kind of wonderful content completely free of charge. Today we have an absolutely beautiful and deeply inspiring topic to explore together, and I am genuinely so excited to share all of this with you. We are going to be diving into 150 wall mirror design ideas for 2026, and we're going to be sharing with you some of the most professional, most creative, and most effective tips for decorating your home walls with mirrors that you will find anywhere. Now, have you recently moved into a new home or apartment and you're still not quite sure what kind of decor you're going to use to fill and personalize your new space? Or perhaps you have been living in your home for a while and you feel that something is missing, that the walls feel a little bare, a little flat, or a little lacking in personality and visual interest. Well, there is one incredibly powerful and incredibly versatile decorating tool that you absolutely cannot overlook if you want to decorate your home with real style, sophistication, and a sense of modern design confidence. And that tool is wall mirrors. Decorating walls with mirrors is one of those design approaches that genuinely gives you an edge when it comes to creating a modern, beautiful, and visually impressive home interior. Mirrors are not just functional objects. They are extraordinary decorating tools that can transform a space in ways that almost no other single element can match. They can make a small room feel twice as large. They can fill a dark space with light and brightness. They can add drama, elegance, glamour, and personality to a wall. They can create visual tricks and illusions that completely change how a room feels. And they can serve as genuine works of art in their own right, with frame designs and shapes that are as beautiful and as carefully considered as any painting or sculpture. In 2026, wall mirror design has reached extraordinary levels of creativity and sophistication, and the range of mirror designs, styles, shapes, sizes, and frame treatments available is simply breathtaking. So today here at Creative Decor Quest, we're going to walk you through everything you need to know about decorating your home with wall mirrors, from the fundamental principles and key ideas all the way through to specific tips for every room in your home. Before we get into the specific tips and ideas, let us take a moment to truly appreciate what a remarkable and multifaceted decorating tool a mirror actually is. For many people, the use of a mirror in the home is still quite limited in their imagination. They think of mirrors primarily as functional objects, useful for checking your appearance before leaving the house, or for looking at your face while applying makeup in the bathroom. And while mirrors certainly serve these practical functions beautifully, the truth is that their potential as decorating elements goes so far beyond these basic uses that it is almost difficult to overstate. Mirrors have been significant cultural elements throughout human history. Since time immemorial, they have appeared in myths, stories, and cultural traditions as powerful and magical objects. We all remember the famous mirror in Snow White, the story of which perfectly captures the sense of mystery, power, and fascination that mirrors have always held for humanity. If our culture has always seen mirrors as powerful and significant elements, why should we not harness that power in our own homes and use it to create interiors that are more beautiful, more spacious, and more filled with light than they would otherwise be? The latest trends in home decoration make it very clear that decorating walls with mirrors is not just a stylistic choice, but a genuinely practical necessity for anyone who wants to exploit all of the characteristics and possibilities of their home to the maximum. Through the strategic placement of mirrors in carefully chosen locations throughout your home, you can dramatically enhance the way each space looks and feels. However, as with all design decisions, the effectiveness of decorating with mirrors will depend on a number of important factors, including the size and shape of the mirror you choose, its style and frame design, its color and finish, the the amount and quality of natural light in the room, and most importantly, the specific function that the mirror needs to perform in that particular space. Sometimes a mirror is there primarily to make a room feel larger and more open. Sometimes it is there to multiply the sensation of light and brightness in a darker space. And sometimes it is simply there as a beautiful decorative object, full of style, full of personality, and perfectly in harmony with the overall design of the room. For all of these reasons, we are going to share with you today the key ideas and professional tips with which you can truly transform your home through the thoughtful and creative placement of one or several wall mirrors. If you want your home to feel special, if you want each corner to have its own voice and its own personality, then please take note of everything we are sharing with you today because it is genuinely going to change the way you think about your walls. The first and perhaps most fundamental idea when it comes to decorating with wall mirrors is understanding and harnessing their extraordinary power to create visual tricks and transform the perceived size and feel of a space. Mirrors create a sense of space by absorbing the image and the light of a room and bouncing it back, effectively providing a doubled sensation of both brightness and depth that is genuinely remarkable when you experience it. A strategically placed mirror in a room can be almost like adding a new window to that space, particularly if you place the mirror facing one of the room's natural light sources, such as a window with a wide and pleasant view of the outside. When a mirror is positioned to face a window, it captures the light coming through that window and reflects it back into the room, creating a beautiful impression that the exterior world is present inside your home as well. The natural light that enters through the window is multiplied and distributed throughout the room by the mirror, filling the space with a warmth and brightness that makes it feel immediately more open, more welcoming, and more alive. This is an extraordinarily powerful technique that can completely transform a room that would otherwise feel dark, small, or enclosed. A simple dining room, for example, can be transformed into a beautiful and luminous space with a genuine feeling of spaciousness and well-being simply by placing a well-chosen mirror on the wall facing the main window. It is important to always remember that one of the fundamental keys to the energy and harmony of a home lies in the way its decoration distributes and manages space and light, and mirrors are one of the most powerful tools available to achieve this distribution beautifully and effectively. The second major idea for wall mirror decoration is what we might call the large-scale wall mirror approach, and this is one of those ideas that challenges a conventional design assumption that most people hold. We are all very familiar with the principle that less is more in interior design, and while this principle is genuinely correct and valuable in many contexts, there are absolutely situations in home decoration where more is also more, and large-scale wall mirror decoration is one of the clearest and most spectacular examples of this. Imagine your living room with its furniture, its windows, its lamps, and all of its other elements. Now imagine that one of the walls of that living room, ideally the tallest, widest wall, and ideally one that faces toward a natural light source, is covered entirely or largely with mirrors. The feeling of space that this creates is absolutely extraordinary. It multiplies not just the apparent size of the room, but also its elegance, its sense of grandeur, and its visual distinction in a way that is genuinely stunning. A mirror wall in a living room or dining room creates an impression of a space that is far larger, far more luminous, and far more sophisticated than it actually is, and the effect is particularly dramatic and spectacular in smaller rooms where the contrast between the actual size of the space and the perceived size created by the mirror wall is at its greatest. Each room and each house will produce a different and unique result when this wonderful decorative approach is applied, because the specific dimensions, proportions, light conditions, and furnishings of the room all interact with the mirror wall in their own particular way to create an effect that is completely individual and completely unrepeatable. Asymmetry in wall mirror decoration is another wonderfully creative and visually exciting approach that deserves serious consideration, particularly for homeowners who love design that feels playful, dynamic, and full of personality. If you love puzzles and enjoy the idea of seeing a room divided into 20 different fragments of reflection, each one showing a slightly different angle and perspective of the space, then decorating with an asymmetric arrangement of mirrors is going to be absolutely perfect for you. Multi-section framed mirrors. Designs that divide the mirror surface into multiple smaller sections of different shapes, such as squares, triangles, hexagons, or irregular geometric forms, create an incredibly dynamic and visually fascinating wall treatment that brings a wonderful sense of movement, energy, and fun to a space. These asymmetric mirror designs are not primarily functional in the traditional sense. You would not use one to check your makeup in the conventional way, but their decorative function is extraordinary. They bring dynamism, personality, and a genuine sense of artistic creativity to any wall they are placed on, and they are particularly effective when used in hallways, entryways, and other transitional spaces where they can reflect and multiply the visual interest of a wide area. The puzzle-like quality of these asymmetric mirror arrangements creates an effect that is endlessly fascinating and that gives any room an immediate and powerful sense of design confidence and creative individuality. When it comes to wall mirrors, size always matters, and understanding how to use size strategically is one of the most important skills in mirror decoration. One of the most common mistakes people make when decorating with mirrors is choosing mirrors that are too small for the space. Mirrors that look lost, insignificant, and visually ineffective against the wall they are placed on. Do not be afraid to be bold with your mirror size choices. A large mirror, or even a very large mirror, placed thoughtfully in the right location can be absolutely transformational, creating a visual impact and a spatial quality that a smaller mirror in the same location simply could not achieve. If you have a small room that feels cramped and confined, a full-length, floor-to-ceiling mirror leaning against or fixed to the main wall of the room is one of the single most effective things you can do to change the perception and experience of that space entirely. By placing a large mirror with an elegant and carefully chosen frame flat against the main wall of a room, simply resting it against the wall rather than hanging it, if the size makes hanging impractical, you create a dramatic sense of height and grandeur in the room that gives it an undeniably romantic and luxurious quality. This approach is also wonderfully effective in narrow corridors and hallways, which are among the most challenging spaces in any home to decorate successfully. A narrow corridor, which might otherwise feel like a purely functional and uninspiring transitional space, can be completely transformed by the addition of a large, beautiful mirror on one wall. Suddenly, all attention is drawn to the mirror. The corridor feels wider and more spacious, and the space acquires a genuine decorative identity and visual presence that it simply did not have before. One of the most original, most modern, and most increasingly popular approaches to wall mirror decoration in 2026 is the idea of treating mirrors as decorative units within a larger gallery wall arrangement. A gallery wall, a curated collection of pictures, artworks, prints, and decorative objects arranged together on a single wall, is one of the most personal and most characterful wall decoration approaches available, and incorporating mirrors into a gallery wall adds an extra dimension of visual interest and creative originality that takes the gallery wall concept to a whole new level. If you love the look of illustrated prints and artworks arranged on a wall, consider selecting a few mirrors with frames that complement or match the frames of your artwork pieces, and interspersing these mirrors among the pictures as though they are all part of the same curated collection. The mirrors do not need to be large. Medium and small mirrors with beautiful frames can work just as effectively as larger pieces within a gallery wall arrangement. The key is to use similar or complementary frame styles for both the artwork and the mirrors, so that everything on the wall feels as though it belongs together as part of a single, cohesive collection. The result is a wall treatment of extraordinary personality, creativity, and visual richness that is completely unlike anything you would find in a standard showroom or design catalog. This is an approach that is becoming increasingly popular among design-forward homeowners and interior designers who want to create walls that feel genuinely personal, genuinely unique, and genuinely expressive of the people who live in the home. Style is everything in interior design, and when it comes to wall mirrors, the style of the mirror, particularly the design and finish of its frame, makes an enormous difference to the overall effect it creates and the way it relates to the rest of the room's decor. The appearance and atmosphere of any space will depend very largely on the style with which it has been decorated and furnished, and mirrors need to harmonize with and enhance that overall decorative style rather than conflicting with it or feeling out of place. To illustrate this point, consider how differently you would feel entering a room decorated entirely in white, with light wooden furniture, soft linen fabrics, and a fresh, clean Scandinavian aesthetic, compared to entering a room with deeply saturated colors, rich metal furniture, velvet upholstery, and a dramatic, maximalist character. The mirrors in each of these rooms need to be completely different in style to feel right and to contribute positively to the overall design. In the Scandinavian-inspired room, a frameless mirror or a mirror with a simple, clean wooden frame would feel perfectly at home and would enhance the room's sense of calm, simplicity, and natural beauty. In the dramatic, maximalist room, an ornate mirror with a richly detailed gilded frame or a mirror with a bold and sculptural metal frame would feel absolutely right and would add to the room's sense of luxury and theatrical glamour. The good news is that in 2026 the range of mirror styles available is simply extraordinary, covering every conceivable aesthetic from the most minimalist and contemporary to the most ornate and traditional. Frameless mirrors, completely clean, pure, and minimal, are perfect for contemporary, minimalist, and industrial-style interiors where the architectural and functional qualities of the mirror are allowed to speak for themselves without any decorative framing. A large, beautifully polished frameless mirror placed in the center of a spacious living room wall communicates a sense of refined elegance and sophisticated understatement that is extremely powerful and extremely beautiful. Gold and gilded frame mirrors, with their warm, rich, and gloriously decorative frames, bring a sense of classical grandeur, luxury, and timeless elegance to any room they grace. In recent years, gold frame mirrors have experienced a major revival in contemporary interior design, where they're being used in fresh and unexpected ways that feel completely current rather than nostalgic or period. Black metal frame mirrors, particularly those with slim, architectural frames in matte or satin black, are one of the most popular and most versatile mirror styles in 2026, working beautifully in everything from industrial and urban loft-style interiors to contemporary farmhouse designs to sleek minimalist spaces. Rattan and natural fiber frame mirrors bring a wonderful warmth, texture, and organic quality to a room, and they are particularly beautiful in coastal, bohemian, and biophilic interior styles. Carved wooden frame mirrors, with their intricate and richly detailed craftsmanship, bring a sense of artisanal quality, heritage, and cultural richness to a space that manufactured mirrors simply cannot replicate. And sculptural and artistic mirror frames, mirrors where the frame itself is a genuine work of art, with unexpected shapes, mixed materials, and creative three-dimensional design, are among the most exciting and most distinctive decorating choices available in 2026. The shape of a wall mirror is another consideration that has a very significant impact on the overall effect it creates in a room, and in 2026 the world of mirror shapes has expanded far beyond the traditional circle, oval, and rectangle to encompass an extraordinary variety of creative and artistic forms. Round mirrors are enormously popular right now and have been for several years. Their circular form introduces a softness and organic quality into a room that contrasts beautifully with the straight lines and right angles that dominate most interior spaces. A large round mirror on a living room wall creates an immediate focal point of wonderful visual simplicity and calm. Arch-topped mirrors, with their elegant curved upper edge, bring a classical, architectural quality to a wall that feels both timeless and very contemporary at the same time. These beautiful shapes are particularly popular above console tables, in hallways and entryways, and as bathroom mirrors, where their graceful form adds a sense of refinement and considered design to the space. Irregular and organic-shaped mirrors, with their deliberately asymmetric and free-form outlines, are one of the most exciting and most design-forward mirror trends of 2026, bringing a sense of artistic freedom, creative confidence, and genuine individuality to any wall they are placed on. Bathroom mirrors and washroom mirror cabinets deserve special mention because the bathroom is one of the spaces in the home where mirrors play the most important and most multifaceted role. In 2026, bathroom mirror design has become genuinely spectacular, with a range of options available that combines stunning visual design with extraordinary practical functionality. Illuminated bathroom mirrors, with integrated LED lighting built into the mirror itself, either around the edges or behind the glass, are one of the most popular and most impactful bathroom design trends right now. The quality of light provided by a well-designed illuminated mirror is simply transformative for grooming and makeup application, providing even, bright, flattering illumination that eliminates the shadows and color distortions that plague most standard bathroom lighting setups. Backlit mirrors, where the light source is positioned behind the mirror glass, create a beautiful, soft, and atmospheric halo of light around the mirror that is as beautiful decoratively as it is functional practically, and the effect in a bathroom after dark is genuinely magical. Living room mirror arrangements deserve careful thought because the living room is the space in the home where mirrors have the greatest opportunity to make a truly significant design statement. In 2026, some of the most beautiful and most impactful living room designs feature mirrors as absolutely central and defining design elements, not just accessories or decorative afterthoughts, but genuine focal points around which the entire design of the room is organized. A beautifully chosen large mirror above a fireplace mantelpiece is perhaps the most classic and most enduringly beautiful living room mirror arrangement of all, and it is beautiful for very good reasons. The fireplace is typically the natural focal point of a living room, and a large mirror above it doubles the visual impact of that focal point while also reflecting and multiplying the light and warmth of the fire throughout the room. A floor-leaning mirror in a corner of the living room creates a wonderfully casual, relaxed, and artistic quality that feels very contemporary and very inviting. A pair of matching mirrors placed symmetrically on either side of a sofa or fireplace creates a beautifully formal and classically balanced arrangement that communicates order, harmony, and elegant restraint. Bedroom mirror decoration is another area of tremendous creative opportunity in 2026, and the bedroom is a space where mirrors can contribute not just to the visual beauty of the room, but also to the practical functionality of the daily getting ready routine in genuinely significant ways. A full-length mirror in the bedroom is absolutely indispensable for most people, and the way you incorporate and position that full-length mirror within the bedroom design has a big impact on both the practical usefulness and the visual appearance of the room. Wardrobe doors fitted with full-length mirrors are one of the most space-efficient and most practical approaches to bedroom mirror incorporation, as they provide a full-length reflection for dressing while simultaneously making the bedroom feel significantly larger and more open by reflecting the room back on itself. A large freestanding mirror in a beautiful frame, positioned in a corner of the bedroom or beside the window, creates a wonderfully elegant and slightly romantic quality that is deeply appealing in a personal sleeping space. Hallway and entryway mirror decoration is extremely important because these transitional spaces are the first interior spaces that anyone sees when they enter your home, and they set the tone for the entire interior design that follows. A beautiful mirror in the hallway or entryway creates an immediate impression of style, care, and design confidence that welcomes visitors and residents alike and creates a genuinely positive and uplifting first experience of the home. A large mirror in a narrow hallway makes the space feel dramatically wider and more open, transforming what could be a cramped and unwelcoming corridor into a bright and spacious transitional space with real character and visual presence. Mirrors with beautiful frames above console tables or hallway furniture are a particularly classic and particularly effective hallway decoration approach, creating a complete and beautifully composed vignette that combines furniture, mirror, and decorative accessories into a single harmonious and welcoming arrangement. Dining room mirror decoration is another area of tremendous potential that is sometimes overlooked. A large, beautiful mirror on a dining room wall, particularly one positioned to reflect the dining table, the chandelier or pendant light above it, and the people seated around it, creates a wonderful sense of occasion, festivity, and generous spaciousness that makes every meal feel just a little more special and celebratory. The reflection of candlelight or warm pendant lighting in a large dining room mirror creates an atmospheric quality that is genuinely beautiful and that makes the dining experience feel more intimate, more warm, and more memorable. That brings us to the end of today's comprehensive and inspiring exploration of 150 wall mirror design ideas for 2026. We have covered so much together today, from the fundamental principles of mirror decoration and the key visual tricks that mirrors can create, to specific ideas for living rooms, bedrooms, hallways, bathrooms, and dining rooms, and all the way through to the most exciting mirror styles, shapes, and frame designs that are defining home decoration in 2026. We genuinely hope that this video has given you an enormous amount of inspiration, creative confidence, and practical knowledge to approach your own wall mirror decoration projects with real excitement and a clear sense of direction. If you found today's video helpful and inspiring, please give it a big thumbs up. It truly makes a huge difference to our channel, and it allows us to keep producing this kind of high-quality content for you. And if you have not yet subscribed to Creative Decor Quest, please do so right now by hitting that subscribe button and turning on that notification bell so you are always the first to see our newest videos. We have so many more beautiful, inspiring, and information-packed home decor videos coming your way very soon, and we absolutely cannot wait to share them all with you. Thank you so much for watching today, and we will see you in the very next video. Until then, take care of yourselves, everyone, and keep making your home more beautiful every single day. Goodbye for now from all of us here at Creative Decor Quest.